Welcome to Martial Arts Explorer. I'm Scott Combs. In this series, we explore functional self-defense techniques as revealed in classical forms of all styles. Today, we're working on a bunkai from an old and very well-known form called Naihanchi Shodan, also known as Nafanchuan and Teki. Remember, a bunkai interpretation follows the moves of the form exactly. Oyo interpretations generally follow the moves of the form, and shorthand interpretations utilize moves implied but not shown. Let's see what Michael has for us.
Thanks, Scott. Looking at forms and how they're used is part of our interpretation method. Often we call this bunkai, and you'll hear that term in different systems in different ways. But what we're really looking at is what a form means and how we're going to do it. We're going to take a little part of one of our first forms called Naihanchi Shodan. Now remember, the way we do it isn't important. All you're looking for is similar moves, and we got a really universal one this time. We're going to look at a forearm strike, all right? In our kata, or in our form, we come across, we reach out, we grab and pull, all right? That's people's head. They like to say, I'm grabbing his neck, boom, I'm working that forearm smash. The next move that we're going to throw is a twisting down counter and a reverse punch and starting into a crossover step. This little section is what we're going to take a look at. Forearm strike, chamber, down counter, punch, crossover. Paul's going to jump up and join me, and we're going to look a little bit at how we can apply this technique. We're going to start with something a little different right off the bat. Instead of looking at traditional forearm strike to the face, we're going to see what else we can do with this move. Just to open our minds, expand our thought a little bit, see where else we can go with this. A lot of times, a stronger person attacks a weaker person, and they get in here and they grab on those wrists and they hold the body. You see this with women, sometimes you see this with kids where they're grabbed in front this way. They don't have a lot of movement left because they can lock these arms through them or pull them or move them. So as I put those hands up, protect myself, he locks on, he grabs. It's actually a great position. All I'm going to do is reach across my body, grab his fingers, lock his fingers to my wrist, and turn him over. Once I get his little finger side pointing straight up in the air, I'm going to apply pressure down with my forearm over the top of his forearm and against his wrist, and we get what we like to call a S wrist lock. So you're putting a lock against this wrist joint here. Now remember, locks are temporary, they're quick. I put this pressure on, I'm going to move on. My down counter was next, and I'm going to come across. Here's my down counter. I'm going to shift. I'm going to punch. After that, I did a crossover step. So my crossover step can mean me crossing his leg this way, all right? Or I can be kicking with this leg also. Now, depending on his body position, I might not be able to reach my back leg. So I'm going to take my front leg, and there's my kick out to the side, and I'm going to knock him down. So once again, forearm strike, turning down counter, punch, cross. He reaches in, I'm protecting myself, I get stuck. Trap the fingers, put my lock on this way. You can see his body react, right? That's how I know it's working. His knees are bending. I'm in good position. My body's up nice and straight. I free out my top hand. I'm going to cross his body. I'm going to hit him in the back of the head or in triple warmer 17 on the side of the jaw. Here, pull out my backhand, punch, same spot, triple warmer 17. This will probably knock him down. If not, I like to follow up with that kick. Take this leg, stomp in, and push his body away. Real quick, real easy to do. This is a really good look at what to do with a forearm strike besides hitting the head. I'm going to do a little bit faster and a little bit harder once, all right? So I got my hands up, I'm ready to go, and he's going to attack, all right? I don't have to react real fast here because he's just gripping onto me, but from here, I lock these fingers down. Sure, 1, 2, and come in, cross stomp, all right? Nice and quick, nice and easy. Thanks, Paul. Just remember those little points. It must work. It must be easy to do. If you get something too complicated, lots of little manipulations, you might not get to it in a real self-defense situation. So all I'm doing, put my hands up, I protect myself here, strike, strike, follow with that kick. Let's take a look at what the class is doing, and we'll jump back with Scott later. All right, guys, looking at the overhand wrist lock section, your partner's going to attack you. You're going to bring your hands up and protect yourself. He just grabs onto your wrist, all right? Trap the fingers, very important. Make sure you move to the inside, roll over, strike with your opposite hand first, then the trapping hand, follow if that kick is needed, all right? I'm going to work with Tom just real quick just to show you guys. I'm protecting myself, I'm ready to fight. He just locks onto these, okay? Make sure you come to the inside, all right? Because I want to lock these fingers up so they don't move. Get these fingers into position here, and I come off to the angle too, all right? If I stand straight in front and try and do this to here, I'm not gonna have as easy of a time. What you wanna do is with a little slight sidestep, bring him down, start to drop that body. As you reach this out, that time he held on to me, it doesn't even matter. His hand's gonna go right into this head, all right? This hand pulls out, I can hit him here. Once again, if he's not letting go real fast, it doesn't really matter, and he's gonna wanna let go. If I have these locked down, I'm applying a lot of pressure here, this hurts, all right? He doesn't wanna hang on to me. 1, 2, and if you need it, here's that last shot, all right? Work it back and forth a little bit, guys. Twist kick, that'll work too if he's turned that way. Now remember when you're doing this, if I'm not rotating far enough or if I'm over rotating this wrist, I don't have the same lock. I lose some of the pressure. I want to try and keep his arm turned so that his palm is facing sideways and his pinky finger is a straight up bone edge, okay? This exposes some nerves in here. So as I'm doing this, make sure you're trying to turn to that position with the pinky edge up and then apply down to get a lot more pressure, which allows you to come across and start into your punching techniques. Oh, trap to the inside, trap the fingers. There you go. Good. Remember, you can use your other foot if it's easier to reach. Nice, good. Don't break anything. Good, guys. All right, guys, quick reminders. Tom, can I have you join me? Hey, when we're working these, all right, make sure it's on the inside. If you're on the outside, or especially if you're reaching all the way over top, this is too big of a reach, okay? Your hands are sort of tied up. Reach to the inside, trap this pinky finger especially because that's what's gonna slip off first. When we go over, I wanna make this little move to the outside and that's important, okay? And I also wanna try and get his hand with this edge vertically up, all right? This is the flex right here. Now, your partners are all important in this exercise, all right? If I'm doing this and I don't have anything, he's gotta tell me, not yet, not yet. All right, tell me when I get it. All right, I can see it, all right? All right, work slow enough, but have your partners give you a good, honest reaction. If you don't have the first move, you don't have too much of a technique, okay? This needs to work in order to get this here. So if I'm just coming over and I'm doing this, I'm just gonna get tangled up. He's gonna hit me by then, okay? So use your partners effectively and have them help you out a little bit. Okay, just a little bit longer, you guys looking good. Better. All right, instead of the cross stomp, try working that Nahanchi kick now. Nahanchi? Yep, because you're in, so did you just do this side? Must have done this side, right? Okay, when you're looking at this knee, all right, go grab on. All right, trap, roll, boom, boom. That knee's exposed. So instead of doing this, which needs to be done like this way, kick him out that way, all right? Don't be afraid to use that opposite foot. There you go, good, give it a little tap. Always remember to practice safe, have some fun, and be a good partner. This isn't always the easiest technique, so a partner giving you correct feedback is very important. Back to Scott.
If you want to try this technique with a partner, use caution. You want to make it work, but you don't want to injure your friend. And we're not responsible for any injuries that may occur. Remember, you can use a quick, loud double tap to tell your partner it's time to ease up. We love getting your email. Send it to explorer@fullcirclemartialarts.org. For Martial Arts Explorer and Michael Kleinepeer, I'm Scott Combs.